Hello everyone, good morning. I hope all are doing well. Today I'll say some important things, which are things very important if you listen carefully my words. And something also I found out, and before this video, uh, mm, I'll say to you some of important things. These things is like this. I said here before this video, before this video, also I said something important to you. This is about first I'll say to you about English language and what is the importance of English language and why not. Some of reason I will discuss, and another is this is mock education. Mock education means some person who doesn't go to school, they can learn, they can develop their education, and they can think, they can they can invention some of ideas. I also have seen many people, they have many knowledge, many ideas, but one thing is that they first of all, so they're afraid about this English language, and I also said many people now, you want to learn English language, and they also say no, I don't want to, I don't learn. I don't want to learn English language because of that. They are speaking, they are thinking, well, not they think. Also, I didn't go to school, English medium schools, that's why I couldn't speak. But here is only things, and if I say to you now, you know this A, B, C, D, and 26 letters, and all of you also they know 26 letters, but in these letters also. Very terrible things. Very, and all fairness will come from this letter when you see this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, S. But here is not the problem. Problem is our mindset. Problem is our mindset, and also saying to you, my dear friends, just to listen what I am saying. Like this also, sometimes I also I am just I understand about this language. When you will learn another language, then you will understand your native language. Or like this also, not only this English language. In English language also, you can think with this English language. So many people, so they always say to think in English language. But I am thinking it's not here. Here, this means you have to learn your mother tongue. Native language is also very important. Because of that, someday also I would say always I would say English language. Not doesn't matter. Means your thinking, your idea, and my thinking, my idea. All time some of people they already said, like you have to think, you have to think like always you have to think in English, but I'll say to you no, but you understand this language. I also learned this language. If I couldn't write Bengali is important. Bengali language, like so I find out here some of very important things. Now, how we are and how we will describe. Then also I found out like this. If I say to you some story, and this kind of stories and very important. Once upon a time, like this, one day, and some of jungle. Some days ago, also I just read this story. This story is some of egg. Egg means eagle egg. Suddenly. Suddenly, eagle is egg is fallen by the storm. Another cook nest, and cook nest also cured this egg. After a few years, few days later, 1 month later, this egg and egg grew up, and egg become like this chick also eagle bird, a small bird came out from this egg. Then eagle always think I couldn't fly because of that. They also all are hen and cook. They also cannot fly. They know there's a duck and cock cannot fly. But eagle also know I also cannot fly. This time, like also I am also thinking like all our people in our this story also very nice and important story, and like my opinion is that here, if you think like your own way, nobody will tell you nothing, nobody will give you nothing. If you think only these things, you which are things, if you think I couldn't speak, you couldn't speak. I cannot do, I cannot do. Only these things also here also I find out. It is the you have to set up mind. Nobody will give you nothing in these words. Everybody will say you now, so I'm so seeking to you. So okay, no matter. And another thing is that also I think that like we before some days ago, and I always think how can I speak? How can I develop my English speaking? That's why I couldn't speak. But nowadays so I am thinking about this English language. Always I think and think. But here is not another problem is that when we say for understanding for others people, and we are speaking to for other people. You are speaking for other people, not you. Only you are speaking for you. It is right, and you understand what I said. You are learning for you, and you are speaking for others people. We think that here so যে যে কথাটা হলো আমরা কথা বলি কি অন্যদের জন্য না নিজের জন্য if we do not we learn from myself. I am developing myself, not only this others people. That's why so I'm thinking okay, and this language so just comfortably you try to speak comfortably. Also before some days ago I couldn't speak, I got to speak. Now so I'm thinking, and in a minute how many sentences I can speak in a minute. Like also my speaking also going up, so I understanding here in this video yesterday also I made video because of that. Only these things, only only the thing what you are thinking, only this is what you are thinking, which are things is and very important for you. You if you find out these are words, it will be very easy for you. So many people so they think they can they try to speak like me, but here is not some they also I think many kinds of words, many kinds of sentences, many kinds of story, many kinds of quotes I always read and read. But also now also I'm thinking also I have something in my words in my mind. These are words, and how can I speak this fluently? This will be my view, my opinion, thoughts, and then nobody will say me nothing. Nobody will give me nothing. No, nobody. Some of people now also yesterday also I thought one thought, and how can I change? If I had, how can I measure my value? Also, I'm thinking about this value. Value means also if I do not if I do not make my value, if I do not make my value, if I do not understand my value, and who will give me value? But so I'm thinking like this. So I think I can speak yesterday. So some students call me my again, and every month also something happening with me, and some students go and some students come in this class. Also now also I am also observing this happen. So my one of these previous students also he some days ago also he not he and she leave my classes, and his her father also said now so she is reading class 4 now. She has some students. I said them, oh okay, and your thinking it is not my thinking, it is not the no, my matter. And you can, if you think this like you can change your opinion, you can change. So yesterday also something happened with me, and this day is also very terrible. Yesterday's night. So what happens? I'll say to you, my dear friends. Now, when I start to speak, then also I'll try to speak with you I want to share with my friends and what happened this year. So this happened so very very terrible, terrible, and it's not something. So I get some hurt after making videos. So when I went to my house, and so I think now so today so my students there. They will give me money, and then so if I go there in the right time, on the right time, this will be better for me, and some students will come in my house, and then I will sleep. Then I will go another class. Like also, it's also 4 classes I completed, done, and then after what happened is when I had gone to my house, then I couldn't say nothing, and I just observed my what is my wife doing. And then so I couldn't say nothing. Then I waited some of times, and he said, "Okay, okay, your food is ready, breakfast is ready, and you can eat, and you can go." So my thing also, I think also that okay, no matter, and I went to my students' house, so I completed my works, and like and another things also came in my house in Udaipur, about Udaipur. Some things happened. These things like one of teacher, and I said because of that, I said to them, and some of the teachers said I couldn't come, and she said to me, and I said, no, okay, no matter, and how can I run this class towards three students? It is not this matter. Matter is that also now I think if I do this class one day, what will be this class now? So in the and also my one of my students, so he did in this class my friends, and I said to him, dear friends, now you can go and you take this class. And after taking, so I also I just also I phoned him, and he said to me, okay, okay, now so I did class and I completed class. Two students and they are present. Okay, now I says okay, now one thing is left. And in the evening time, so one of like this guys, one of guys, I know him before. Our guys, I met with him, and I said to him, and his name is like this in Rani Bazar, and I said to him, okay, now will you open this Mogadishu education class, and I will give you time here. So I also said many people, but they couldn't understand my opinions. Now, so from today also, I am thinking like me, and because I am developing my ideas, I'm also working in my ideas. How can I change their idea? So this is the main things also, and another thing is that also many time Mogadishu education means, and who doesn't go, who doesn't have many knowledge, many ideas, you can gather with your mind, and you can discussion with me. And if I think so now, I say to him, okay, okay, no matter, I can go here only one day. Like so, my thing is here. I can go one day if you think, and if you do this class. And, also thinking about that. Now, I also get some courage, and I thought all day long. I thought if I and how can I solve this problem? How can I solve now? So I'm still thinking about this. Now I am thinking also. I am trying to solve my problems because of that. If I do not go here weekly 2 days. I don't go. I cannot go here. No, so I cannot go. So also this class, how can I take this class? Then I thought, okay, and I can go if I go there one day. This is will be my possible, and if I take from class same money, and money will give me, and if I think okay, no matter is that also I hang here some of like this also I said Oniket, and he said okay, no, hey Dada, you can open this class. And also I am also thinking okay, now I didn't have to pay his like this monthly rent. If I think I didn't pay, no. If I think also here is one of the another problem is this rental uh, mm, house rent is problem, and they think if I work this also some of flex will work for me, and rental means also I think also only these things. Some of the letters also will be something new things, and if I this idea will be work for me. And some of many students also they are thinking spoken English just like that. Sometimes letter sometimes open, sometimes later I will go here admit before after admission I'll think and I will speak already, but you couldn't develop your speaking, but that's why I couldn't open. Okay, it is your matter who will give me this time, and who have some of motivation, and they will learn, they will speak. It is the matters. Now another thing is that I solve. I was trying to solve. I couldn't think like in the evening time. So I want to another side now. So I am like this moving here and there. One of friends with me, and I met one of friends before. He is my also old friends. He was old friends. Like this, some days later, so like 4 years later, I called him. Suddenly, I remember. Okay, now how he was like this also, and their thing is very low quality, poor quality thinking. I said also now, in our class, how many, how much money you are taking, and I have to pay them and in club. I also say 800. I also take class here for 2 days, and I have to pay them like this 1500. Now, if you come here, so you can get also now. So here, so another things that. In my opinion, some of in a week, if I can do this class will be now. Also, I am thinking about this class, about this idea, and about this opportunity. Also, very nice and interesting things. I am thinking like this speaking courses like very interesting language. We couldn't if when he or she won't speak like this. He's thinking when we grow up like this also now. So I also said here, like you take your breath, you know. Really, and some people say this now you can say how. No matter this is also some simple words you can say, some simple words you can think, some simple words you can uh, think with your mind. What is something also? It also I said when you are busy, everything will be easy. Now, so when we read some stories, and you will feel and how we are reading. There are also some important things also I find out here. So breathing, and we do not do breathing exercise. That's why we couldn't understand this language. Only this language also, only this way. Also, what we are doing. There's so one of the feelings I find out here. And when we reading means so some of the students. So yesterday I had taken one of a class. Also, the students I said now you just take your book and you try to read like our mother tongue. Now your mother tongue. What is your mother tongue? Like this, you try to speak like you think it is your mother tongue, and you like to do. You have to do like this also. This story also. Now I'll say to you another story. How can think you first? How can think you first? It is the matter. Without, but we think, and we speak after. First, we think what we are doing. We think, and then we try to speak to after. And some of us also said, no, in like this, when we'll say speaking time without grammarless, you can say, okay, now, so you think, but it is your desire. It is depends on you what you are thinking. Like also I'm also thinking like that. no matter. And some of their works, and if I said, and I said one of my friends, not friends, he is my like this junior means also he just so he will admit in art college. So my dear friends, and when you will try to speak, then you will understand what is happening in your life. So I said to you, beautiful days don't come to you, you must work towards them. Everything will be easy when you are busy, but nothing is easy when you are lazy. Now, also my destination is I also have come here in this place, and I make regularly video. That's also I'm feeling good also now. Some of these letters also what are and there also many things I found here also. And another thing is now I what where was my topics then also read one of stories. This story also very nice, interesting. One of this emperor and China stories. This stories means is one of emperor, and he um, he had lots of work, but one day he thought and thought also, I'm feeling sleepy, and I am feeling sleepy, and he all time so he feels sleep, and he called a doctor, and he said to the all of courtiers, now so my health is not well, I always feel sleepy because of that I couldn't work my work nothing, and then also he feels very sad, and his feels his think was very sad, and he called one of doctor, and doctor came, and he also took some of a tin box. In this box also saw there was a tree like this dry leaves, and he said now so you can eat some of dry leaves, and after you will feel good. Now so after some of leaves also he chewing, but he couldn't eat this also. He said also now I couldn't eat which are things like so don't know I'm emperor, I couldn't eat nothing will which one is not the test, but also okay then he said to the doctor, what you given to me, and what you have given to me. Then also and some of another servants came, also hot water with this some of vessel, big bucket, some also hot water taken, and in this hot water also the doctor um, uh, input this all of the dry leaves, and after boiling this also this water was like golden. Then he said to the king, now so you can eat this water. Then also the king drank 2 3 glasses, and then after feel, oh my sleep is gone, and he said, oh doctor, you are so very clever, you are so very brilliant, my sleep was finished, my sleep is gone, and okay now um, I will what is I can work my work. So this was like the simply story I also said here. Yes, also said read. Some people say, what what is my matter? What is my opinion? What is their opinion? It is not this matter. Matter is that what you want to do in your life, what you are thinking. That is so some of, and I just said you another question. This question means also. Like not I'll tell you some quotes. These are quotes like so when you start to speak, then you, when you if you want to get any ideas, any things, but so now here is this that also I am found here one things we are learning this story about this story, which are story means our past from, we are learning from our history, but not this matter. This matter is that I have to do speak in my right time, right way, and the present form is very important. What you want to do in your life, how do you describe your thoughts, your ideas, and so now so I'm thinking and thinking I can open I will open some education center here, and how many times I didn't get the time. So then these things will be very nice and interesting. Sometimes later it will give me some of money, and sometimes later also you will feel some good idea and good thoughts, good things. This idea will work for me, also think and think. So my dear friends, sometimes it feel good, sometimes it feel so. That's also in negative situation. If you stay positive, then you can win. Like so I said here, in negative situation, every negative situation, if you can stay positive and positive, positive, uh, positive situation will work for you, not the other people. Okay, now so I think and think now so. If like so in the morning time when I wake up, then also I thought and thought, how can I make and how can I go? I was very sleepy, but because yesterday's night, so I said many things with my friends. No, I was feeling here. Another things is like there's also speak smoothly and speak easily. Then you will understand your speaking will much more better than better than previous now. So and which are words will come, you are also say, do you know? Another thing is like what you want to do. First you think what you want to do, what is your purpose, what is your destination, what is your goals, idea. First you decided what you want to do, then you try to go step by step. Every steps will be important steps. So like also when I was young, then also I also think like I can go without language. Because of that, then my stammer problem is so very much. My stammer problem was so very much. So that's why I couldn't speak nothing. So I that thing, I think it is not. I cannot handle it. My speaking. Then so nowadays, and after 40 years, 50, 45 years later, so I think that I also can develop my speaking. I also can develop my. I also can change my everything, and it is only this depends on me. But because I started to reading book, which are books important for me, and yes, also I said one of my previous story. I couldn't any class previous when I was like this in class 4. I didn't attend. I couldn't attend any class after leisure period. In this class also many teacher, and what happened now? So I'm feeling and why. And class 4, from class 4, so I think my think was so very first. My thinking was now. So I'm thinking in class 4 what I did and what I do. I couldn't I couldn't fear nothing, and all time so I think and think my things. So if I won't go and what will happen? I always try to take risks in my life, but here so I feel, but nothing has happened. But after when I getting married, also couldn't feel nothing. Also, and somebody say what you are doing without permission, and some my one of my like this what lady also said, you have you had got married without permission. Yes, I said without permission I had got married. But now so that's these things. So now only this 69 69 rupees see 69 rupees I had only, and my wife also couldn't understand what we are doing. These things. So now okay, now one thing is matter. Always I say to my dear friends, your risk is like this. So sometimes you can think something like this. So if I say so I am working for social, I always try to work for other people. My life is then, and so I can also thinking like some of you will say something, and but thing is that everything you can share when you learn this English language. Then so automatically your sentences will speak, and what happened in your life. What like also I'm also thinking, but which are sentences you cannot speak if you cannot speak these other people, and you cannot if you but sometimes so you can say, oh, I cannot share my feelings. You are sharing your feelings so very well. I'm also thinking. So now this there are also this was a problem, your problem when you will learn when you will learn. Then so you can share your ideas, your everything. Now I'm also thinking like that. What was my dreams? Dreams is I couldn't think nothing. Also when I was in class 4, I couldn't think nothing, and then also. Some days later also I did one of this. There was a before of that. Then when I was in class 4, then also my and in class 10, with like this also. Within 10 years, I also seen my mother, my like this also four persons that died when I was in class before 10. Before 10, I had to seen. I had to seen, and these are heavens very terrible for me because of that. In 4% deaths I had seen, but I couldn't think nothing about my idea. That's why okay, then in class 9, when I was in class 9, my mother died, and I couldn't think nothing. Also, then I think also if I couldn't pass, couldn't have, if I couldn't have passed class 10, what will be? Then also, I think also no, I have to do pass with class 10. Then also my teacher also said you can go in art college, I can admit. But my thinking is that also now I couldn't agree with anyone. But also now my son also, I am also saying to him, like also come here, what you are doing, what is the matter? Every time also, but nobody said to me nothing, and because of that, what is the reason? Now so today also I am thinking about this. I all time my father would come in my house, then also my father would do his work, and I couldn't think nothing. My father 1 day or 2 days also said, my father would say to me, and now what you will do, and some of interesting things, and my father admitted in art college. Because of that, beside this, beside your study, and you can learn something, my father always would say. And then also now I admitted in art college. Okay, no matter, here also I'm thinking, and it is my story, but I want to, won't be say a story. I will I also like this also here also another words I find out here also. uh, we made by our history, but we don't want to learn history. But also that these are words, and these words is very nice, and nice word for learning word beginning. And also I'm also thinking about this. So my dear friends, every day you try to speak your own language, only this without pressure, without thinking, just you think and speak what you want to do in your life. And some person, so he is capturing photo, and he'll see what this photo will be, and nice. So my all time. So if somebody will say to me now, so I am thinking in English, and my English is very well. What is this things? Okay, another things is you can say, you can do your with your work, and nobody will say you nothing. And my all time my wife also argued me because she doesn't understand what is happening, and she also think now. So I also think if I won't come here, if I won't work my with morning walk, and then I couldn't think, I couldn't understand, I couldn't say nothing also. Then so I will feel like a very pressure and stress will come to in my mind. Then also when I get a video, after getting video also I go to my home. Then I think my thinking was so very interesting. My thinking is going on interesting in my mind. My mind is working, and also now I have to go today, and also I will go to Udaipur. Some I like this also in these words. Now I have to go in Udaipur, and 1 hour later in bus. What I'll do, I will take some books, and I will read some things. Okay, now another thing is that every time you can think, and you can develop your idea. Nothing will say to you on another person. All these things you can say to on your way. Nowadays, and some days later, so I will say to you, my dear friends, and do mistake and make mistake. Do mistake, make mistake. No matter that some days later, your mistake will be your experience for yourself. Now, so I'm also thinking like that. I'm also trying to speak and like which are things, which are words I am speaking. You couldn't understand. It is your matter. You couldn't think like me. It is your like so. I'm so every day I think like now. So I am using this is very terrible, and some people live before they are achieving, and also cross many. I also think I cross many hard work and hard situation, which are hard situation very terrible, and some students will come and some students will go. Now, so one thing is I also stuck, and before I couldn't speak this in like this, so I said okay now so storytelling I'll then also what it be. And another thing is every story so you can say, you can think like this what happened, and in the stories like if you do not think like so I said many people, but they do not believe my opinion. I said to them, okay now why not you are observe to others people. If you don't observe to others people, you won't understand this matter. So I also observing here and there every person where in my surrounding life. So many students, so they are after learning what they are doing in English medium school. I say to him, okay, no matter so some 8 or 10 and 10 and just like this also they just cross out trends like this. So they just pass out their 12 class, but they cannot develop their thinking like this also. They will say, and after few years later, few days later, so they forget, and they can write some of later, some of now. These things also now, so this field is very like this also empty field. You can open. Now, so I will do my opening class, and so I am thinking in a year I will open like this 30 classes. In a year I will do these activities like this. Some years later, some days later, so I'll go here, and so now today so I find out that's why I couldn't think nothing with my idea. So, my dear friends, every time so you try to think. When you focus on problem, you will have more problem. When you focus on possibilities, you will have more opportunities. And also another word also very nice. Also, I say people will throw stones at you. You don't throw them back. You collect and you build an empire. No, and another word is also very nice, interesting. Great minds discuss ideas. Elders mind discuss events, and small mind discuss people. And who are the great minds, who are the small minds, who are the small minds, just to discuss with this. Now so to so I get some of flags. With this flags I will class there, and I will go here and there. So this is the things. The reason is that also some of students are coming, and this is called this mock education will give you new thoughts and idea. Always how do you develop only the skill you have to develop with your spoken skill, but we are so many people, they are wasting their time with their education. Also I say here not as matter that's also you think you don't think you couldn't think your own way like that also because of just you are believing in others syllabus school college no matter, and this system will be very terrible because of that. This area this like this if I said to you this area is very calm and quiet place, and that's why this is my class. Also I regularly come here for making video and for practicing, but also and also to here do mistake no matter, and mistake will be without mistake you cannot learn nothing. So this is the first step of this my English language, and if I said to you some students, now you say about English language, what how you can develop your self education is the main matter. Matter is that what I want to do. These things also now I'm observing all this year, all this area, and here is so many person they are coming and they are going. in our life. So, but we couldn't do nothing like others people. Also, okay. Another things is will be like also one thing is I did these things is like here and there, and now so I'm thinking about this. In a year, I will open a 30 education center. Now, so I am deciding the 30 education centers I will open. Then it will be good for me because of that. In a weekly weekly one day, I will open this education class, and so many students I think also can come. But after okay, and I will say to you them now. Your thinking skills, your thinking is my thinking skills, my things, and how can I solve my solution? Only these things also. I am now I am understanding these things. So how can I develop my words? These are words will be very interesting. Not only only you can solve your problem. Nobody will solve your problem. Now, so some days I have to go there and but. Here is this another thing is very interesting things when you will start when you will start to speak and you will understand what is happening in your mind. Nobody know don't wait for others people who will give you like this something, but it is the only these things also you have to do develop your own things. You have to do change your own problems. Nobody will solve your problem. Also today so I said many things. So just in a 40 minutes how many words I said. There's also some many things, many words will come to in your mind. Some days ago also I think because of that when you will see some of your person, then you will understand something. No, that, and you can develop your idea. You can change your idea. Everything also you can do, my dear friends. Like so, then my morning also now. So I also reach my destination. I completed my destination. I walk. Then I have to go in my home, and nobody will say you nothing. Only these things do good for others. It will come back unexpected. We have to excitement. Nothing is little, and somebody feel the rain. Others just get wet. These are words also very interesting. And what I said here, so beautiful days do not come to you. You must work toward them. Only this and beautiful days do not come to you. You must work toward them. So when you learn to another language, then you will understand your mother tongue. So mother tongue also very valuable. I also learn before school, college. But here is the interesting point. Now I'll show you my videos in here, and I'll go, and then we'll meet. And tomorrow, and bye and tata. Have a nice day. Stay safe and good.